Welcome to another episode of UEN's Pdtv. I'm your host, Katie Blunt. Today we are talking about professional growth and leadership. We have traveled to the annual conference of the Utah Coalition for Educational Technology to learn how the UCET organization helps promote professional growth and leadership for educators. We will be talking to 3 winners of this year's UCET Innovative Teaching Award. So what is UCET? The Utah Coalition for Educational Technology is a group of educators from all around the state of Utah. Their mission is to promote professional learning surrounding educational technology and to promote conversation and collaboration around the best practices for using EdTech in the classroom. Educational Technology Competency number 2 states that educators should seek out, join, and participate in local and global learning communities to pursue professional learning and stay current with research that supports learning. They should also collaborate with colleagues to identify, adopt, and evaluate digital tools and resources for learning. They should also plan and provide professional learning experiences for grade level team, department, school, or professional conferences. UCET provides a lot of professional growth and leadership opportunities. They produce ed camps at various locations around the state, a regular podcast, weekly ed chats on Twitter, a newsletter, and of course, the annual conference. Let's meet some of our winners. Tom Little is a 5th grade teacher at Lakeview Elementary in Box Elder School District. Megan Coronado is a kindergarten teacher at Bonneville Elementary in Ogden School District. And Landon Burke is a 9th grade teacher at Gunnison Valley High School in South San Pete School District. Let's hear from each of these winners about the innovative practices that they are implementing in their classrooms that won them this UCET award.
So I teach K through 12 ELs, and they all have a different language comprehension. We've used a lot of different technology for EL students, like the immersive reader on Canvas, different translating apps, things like that. The technology can help bridge the gap, but it also just makes it easier for them to get that comprehensible input. So like the immersive reader, we in the past have had to take screenshots, go back to a different app, plug it in just to get a page. Now we can use the immersive reader and it's almost instant. If we didn't use technology, it would be a lot slower process and it would not be as individualized. We can give students more. That way there's also a lot of different programs out there that we can change the Lexile levels and different things that we wouldn't be able to do.
You know, ever since COVID, it's like technology is, you need to do technology. And so I've started my EdTech endorsement. I'm a Google One certified, teacher, and I just feel like that's the best way right now that I can give my kids those authentic experiences that we do in class. I'm that foundational part for them to be able to add more as a 1st grader and as a 2nd grader, and as they hopefully get older, they remember what they learned in kindergarten. The main ones we have done this year are a bunch of retell stories. So they use Screencastify or Flip to retell our weekly stories that they do that gives them that experience with the cameras. But they can also take those and, like with Flip, they can comment on each other's videos with another video, so they don't necessarily have to read something or type something. But the one that I've liked the most is we just finished our weather unit, and so they had this whole month long, they had to observe weather, and then they had to make a forecast, a prediction. And so they got to record themselves giving, like a meteorologist, giving a forecast for the upcoming week.
I think the biggest thing is I've started blended learning, where I have videos that students can watch, and then they work on the assignment after they've watched the video. The thing that I have loved about that is I have students that they understand the curriculum quickly and they are able to move and progress. And those kids that have struggled and like need that extra practice, it allows me to differentiate and spend more time with them on a one-on-one basis. But then those kids that are moving fast, as they bring me those papers, I can go, oh, you're not understanding this concept, take 3 minutes. And they're like, oh, now I get it. And then I move on. And so I feel like been able to reach more students through that blended learning model. My lessons are primarily started in Canvas, like they go into Canvas, but then I have Lucid for education. Lucid software has a platform where you can create the video in their platform and then embed it into their software. And so I create all my videos in Lucid Spark, and then the students go into Lucid Chart, and I have page by page by page. So those are primarily what I use. Our district has been really good to put all of our math curriculum into Canvas, and so that I can take that and create quizzes from the work that they would be doing in their book, which has been really, really nice. And it gives the students that instant feedback of they got the question right, they didn't get the question right, where on paper sometimes it's a little delayed to get that information, so it's been good.
Now let's hear from each of our winners about how UCET helps them implement EdTech Competency number 2.
UCET enables technology to be used with less stress. So I actually just came back from a Nearpod conference, and it was awesome because there's a way now to do interactive videos, which I want to try, which lets you get real-time formative information or formative assessments while you're teaching, and then you can stop, go back and reteach if you need to, or move forward.
UCET enables me to help my kinders grow with technology. I was just excited to learn some other ways that I could do that. Like the Nearpod, I went to the Nearpod conference also, and I learned different ways that I could incorporate that I haven't been able to do before. I'm actually getting ready to go to the Chromebook one, so I can hopefully have Chromebooks in my room and know all the cheats with Chromebooks and how those work in my classroom.
This conference I came and I had 3 or 4 things that I wanted to learn, I wanted to know, and a lot of it has been networking. So I meet with the Lucid people. Every time I come, chat with them, I chatted with Instructure and got Canvas. And then most of these ideas that I have come from UCET. Sitting in classes and going, oh, I can use that to fit my blended model, or I can use this. So it's just a great way to take ideas that other people are using and implement it. I love UCET.
Congratulations to all of this year's UCET Award winners. Now that we have heard from these educators about how they're implementing EdTech Competency number 2, consider how you can implement it in your teaching as well. First of all, come to the UCET conference. Join the organization and participate in all that it has to offer. UCET's not the only professional organization. You can also join organizations that have to do with your specific position or your content area. Join in professional learning opportunities at a nationwide, statewide, district-wide, school and team level. And at the school level, be sure to participate in professional learning communities so that you can collaborate with your teammates to determine the best practices and digital teaching and learning tools that you will use in your classrooms. Finally, consider being a presenter, whether you present to your teammates, at a school PD session, or at a conference like UCET. Let your voice be heard and share the great practices you are implementing. For more resources, strategies, and tools to help you implement this competency, be sure to visit uen.org/pdtv and access the teacher toolkit that accompanies this episode. Thanks for watching UEN's PDTV. For more professional development resources from UEN and to schedule a training, visit uen.org/development. We'll see you next time.